Hi, today I'm doing a studio tour. I did one a few years ago, but the way I organise my art materials has changed a lot since then. And so, yeah, I thought I'd show you how things are organised in my art studio at the moment. When I say art studio, I actually just mean a corner of our living room that we use for storing art supplies and doing our artwork. My sister and I live with my sister. I get really annoyed when I watch studio tours by other people and they're like, oh, I have to apologize for such a tiny little studio. And then they show their studio and their studio is like whopping great room and everything. So I'm not going to say that this is a small space because, there's probably people watching who have even less space than this. But, we all just use what we have. Don't let the fact that you don't have an amazing, great art studio stop you from working. You might not have much space, but the whole world can be your art studio. Okay, this is my bookcase. The stuff up the top is mainly my sister's, but I'll get onto my stuff or our shared stuff. We have this, which is mainly just junk. We got these containers off Amazon. They are just for keeping all our stuff that we don't use all the time, just like tombos and things that are good to have lying flat. Like a lot of pens and that actually work better if you have them lying flat. We've got the Woody 3-in-1, some other markers and things here, and then just assorted junk in the bottom, which I thought when I saw these on Amazon, you could lift this up, and you can a bit, but it's not actually designed to lift up with all the other stuff sitting on top, which is a bit annoying. So tombos. These are some leftover neocolors. There's some really small tubes of acrylic paint in the back there because we just needed them somewhere out of the way. And then we'll go on to the next thing that I really love, which is these drawers. I got these from Muji, and yeah, it's a whole 3-drawer unit. One of the things I love about them is that it has this divider. So if you've got really long pens like the Tombos and that, you can take that out and have the whole width of the little drawer. But if you've got like these watercolor markers that are shorter, instead of having them rattling around in there, and I really hate that when something's way too short for the drawer it's in, and yeah, it just rattles and sort of shifts around. So you put this in and then you can store your smaller things. I've got these gouache markers in there, and yeah, those in there, watercolor markers. Next drawer, it's hard to hold this so the stuff doesn't fall out, but yeah, I've just got assorted markers in here. So like these Faber-Castell Pick pen markers, double-ended, some highlighter pens. I like using highlighter pens sometimes for a quick sketch. Different markers I've bought to try out. And then up here I've got soft pastels and various bits and pieces. I've got some neocolors. And these come out completely, obviously, because I've been showing you that, which is really great because if you want to work, say I decided I wanted to do some stuff with my Ecolines today, I can just take this whole drawer out and sit it on my art desk while I'm working and put it back when I'm finished. So it's too easy. Yeah, and as I said, they're from Muji. Got a lot of storage for like a small space because they're vertical. You can put them the other way around. The only problem is with the Ecolines, it's not going to do this now, but sometimes the Ecolines are the perfect size to fit through this hole. So like when I was mucking around with that and putting it sideways, one of them nearly fell straight through like that. But small price to pay for the convenience of them. A lot of the stuff in here is stuff we don't use that often. I probably should put that down the bottom actually, and yeah, because it's better to have things used most at like eye level, and the stuff you don't use as much down at the bottom. I really do have trouble bending down to get things from the bottom level nowadays. So then, yeah, down to the next shelf. On this shelf, more Muji storage. I've got these containers. I bought some of these a while ago. I think I've shown them before. But I also bought some of the half-size ones that... And yeah, so I've put inks in these. I've got this one, more inks. One here that is more inks. I don't think I've got the inks in any kind of organised manner. I just have them, well, these ones are all the this brand, but yeah, I haven't got them sorted into like acrylic inks versus water-based or anything like that, which is something I could do. And so yeah, here I've got, this container's got watercolor stuff in it. This one's got the stuff I had for making my own paint, which I might get rid of. It's not something I enjoyed doing, and I'll probably never do it again. Then yeah, watercolors. These are my Gansai paints, brush roll, and then various watercolors there as well that won't fit into that thing. But yeah, these are great for making the most of your storage. These Muji containers, if you buy the lids, they stack up. And yeah, as I said, you can buy the different sizes. You can go like, this one's the really big one. They're actually sold as makeup boxes. I found them hard to find on the site. I bought some and then I went to buy some more and couldn't find them. And that's because, yeah, they're listed as makeup boxes. But yeah, so you have this big one that's compared to my hand that size. This one that's compared to my hand that size. And then the one that's the half size of this. So yeah, this is that one thing. So yeah, these are so handy. They're a great way to make good use of a small space. And there I've got art books. Got some more art books up the top too. But yeah, I don't like having too many art books on the top shelf because it makes the shelves really top heavy. So Muji, I buy a lot of stuff from Muji. Really great organisational solutions. The next shelf down's a bit of a messy shelf. I've got acrylic gouache. I've got folders with sketches and that in it that's actually a folder full of my zines that I've been meaning to send off to the zine distro place. Haven't done that yet. And then I've got big sketchbooks that don't fit anywhere else. And then down the bottom we've got a few sketchbooks and a whole watercolour collection. So then onto the art table. This is where I do pretty much everything, all my filming and all my studio painting. I've got a few bits and bobs here. I bought this mat. This is a cutting mat. I don't like filming on a white background because, you know, you've got the white paper on the white background and it's really, you know, not easily defined what the paper is, what the background is. So I, yeah, got this to put down. And yeah, I have just set up on this desk all the things that I need for the things I use the most, the things that I want to have to hand easily. So I have my disposable palette. I've been using this so much because, yeah, I don't have to go and wash up a palette or anything. I just have it here, especially with acrylic gouache, or this is actually gouache, most of this. But yeah, with the gouache, usually you're just using small amounts. I'm not doing big washes like, yeah, a formal watercolor or anything. And so just having this is enough. Then I also have the These are sort of a few gouaches. I was doing something about 6 months ago and I just grabbed out the colours I wanted to use for it, for the project I was doing. And I've used them for everything since. These are like half a dozen or so colours that I just love using. I could put one of those greens away because they're very similar though. And yeah, of course, one of the things I use all the time when I'm painting is my water bucket. I've mentioned this before. I love this water bucket. It is cool. Then I've got my Lazy Susan. On it I've got this cup. And that's got all my shorty pencils, except for that one that isn't a shorty. And yeah, mainly just shorty pencils. My wafer thing that I have long brushes, things in pencil holders, pencil extenders. And then I just put those water brushes in because I got them recently and haven't used them yet. Little pencil sharpening tin. Then my Matisse cup. Probably can't see that because Matisse cup with more pencils in it. And I'm pretty sure I've got more pencils in that somewhere else. Oh yeah, and then I've got this one here. I might change this because all the brushes sort of splay out too much in this. But this is, yeah, mostly, well, it's all like for acrylic painting. I've got another jar that's got my watercolor brushes because I like to keep them separate. Then I also have this is my kit I take out sketching. I think I've taken some of the pencils out there and put them in other things, which is annoying. But yeah, that's my pencil case I take out urban sketching. That's sitting on the table at the moment. I've got this little guy. When I use the acrylic paints and I want to save them, I put them in this little guy and they keep active for a few days. So yeah, then over here I've just got other things that I use quite often. I've got a pencil case that you can see I've used it as a palette at times when I've been desperate. And that's, yeah, Caran pencil case. I've got all my Derwent pencils in that at the moment. I've got this other Derwent pencil case. I got this for Christmas. That's on my Christmas haul video. And that's got just a nice little collection of Derwent pencils. Then this one, also on my Christmas haul video, with ink pens. I hope you can see those. I hope they're light enough. And I've added a few more to this since Christmas. So yeah, that's mainly what's on my desk. I've got a couple of sketchbooks, but I should put those away. Okay, art trolleys. And this is mine in black and my sister's in the like turquoisey colour. And we've got these parked under the kitchen bench. We've got, I can't remember, it's an Ikea kitchen island. And it's got this bit here where you can sit on stools, but because we never sit on it, up at it with the stools, we used it to park our art trolleys so they're out of the way. So on the top, I usually try and keep the top clean, but I've got a few sketchbooks sitting on the top. So yeah, a few sketchbooks sitting on top that I need to put away. I haven't done that yet though. I should do that later today. I like having the top clean. And then I've just got all these bits of the disposable palette. I cut them off. I cut my disposable palette off, and yeah, they're still sitting on top. And some sketches that can easily be cleaned away though. And then underneath, yeah, I like keeping that clear so I can use this to sit things on. And I can set it beside me at the art table and have a bit more space for my stuff, or have it when I'm sitting on the couch and want to sketch at the couch. Underneath I've got stuff that I don't use that often. Coloured paper. This is quite a bit of a surprise to me even. Pencils, pastels, acrylic gouache. I bought those when I was in Japan and I barely use them because they, I don't know. If I'm using acrylic gouache, but I've got so many others over in the thing. So I've got these mainly for urban sketching. I haven't been urban sketching with acrylic gouache ever, but it's something I intend doing in the future, and I will film that. So yeah, that's the exciting top, the hidden depths of my art trolley. Then get down to the next layer. I bought this to put art materials in. I thought it would be really cool, and it is really cool. It's got, yeah, zoo animals, and then inside it's got one layer, and then a bottom layer. I haven't ever used it. I should give it a test out and see how it goes, because, you know, what's the point of buying something to put your art materials in and then just letting it sit empty? But too cool. Then down the next layer. So yeah, middle layer, crayons, various kinds of crayons, all in this box. So if I feel like using crayons, I can just grab those out. All these different jars full of various pens. And this little guy, filming guy, tripod. I've got a few different filming things around and I really need to consolidate them into one place, but I have not done that. Sticky tape, a masking tape, a little masking tape holder, and yeah, more pencils and markers at the back there, if you can see. And then the bottom of this, I'll put this down, you can see my Birkenstocks and my leg. The bottom is all just sketchbooks. So sketchbooks, or sketching paper, and yeah, really, I found it really hard to get art materials out of this bottom shelf, and yeah, it's difficult to bend down, it's difficult to get them out. So having the sketchbooks, I mean sketchbooks I usually get out and use pretty constantly, and then just have these, like these are half-used ones or spares or whatever, and just have them in there. And that's all my art trolley, which I now have cleaned the top of. So yeah, that I've had the art trolley since I made the first studio tour. That's what you call it. And so yeah, it's served me really well, but sometimes you just have to play around with the functionality of it and what suits me best at certain times. So thanks for joining me in my studio today. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll be with you soon with more fun content. Bye!